like usual. Thank you, Gracie. Take that left foot, roll it over that bar or ball, whatever you're using. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Oh, good. I just wanted to make sure that link went through. And then take it to the outside rim of the foot. And the inside rim, I don't know why sometimes it's weird how things pull up on this and sometimes don't, and sometimes the search, it won't come up. It's the same for me. And dig into the heel. And the arch. Investigating, paying attention to those spots that might need a little bit more attention. And then ball of the foot, big toe to pinky toe. And full foot. Good job, good job. Now step your left foot down, compare it to the right. See the difference from foot to foot so that you can investigate how much tension you're carrying on those feet, and then start to go after the right. Last night, Ben went to Big Owls with a friend and then watched the Spider-Man movie. And he always has, into the outside room, he always has a credit card. It's one of mine, and it's like it's the one that he keeps for things he needs to buy. And then anyway. And so he sends me a picture from Big Al's inside room of the foot. Excuse me. Where he won a ton of tickets, which is funny because last week we were at Dave & Buster's and the same game he won 10 tickets, and last night he won the jackpot. But so I get a text saying the card, I lost the card, and dig into the heel. And I automatically thought my credit card, so I was like, well, can you go back into the theater and see if it got turned in? Anyway, I'm thinking credit card. I get there and it's hit the Big Owl's tokens card and the arch. And I was like, okay, bummer, but I'm not worried about that. And he was like, gosh, I thought you were really interested and helpful trying to help me find my Big Owl's card and ball of the foot. I was like, oh. Yeah, it was just funny that he was like, you were really into helping me find my points. And I had to admit, I wouldn't have had the same response at all for the points card. And then full foot. Yeah. It makes you realize when you find those cards, how sometimes you think that they're only going to be dumped if they're empty. That one has a lot of cards on it, or tickets. And then go ahead and step your foot off of the bar. Connect your feet to the ground, so you should feel the heels, the arch, the ball of the foot connect a little bit more rooted into the ground. And then make your way onto your back. In that space, before you come into that back stretch, establishing that back gap, the length and the height, but also being mindful and intentional with our breath. So thinking about the inhale, if we can, inhale through our nose. Exhale even longer out your mouth. Continue that breathing as you bend the knees, lift the hips, place the hips on the ball, and open the legs. So as we come into that, using that breath to let the weight of the legs go. On theme with yesterday, letting gravity do its thing. So when we release and let go, we will let the hips open up. Now heel toe your feet out. Let the knees drop in and do the same. Let gravity draw the knees closer to the floor. You may tease it one at a time first. Inhale. Exhale, heel toe your feet in. Let your knees come in towards your chest. And then let them go wide up to the side. Now in that, try and let them go where they want. So they come in and open to where they want to hang. Big deep breath. As you exhale, close the legs. Straighten your legs, flex your feet, and open. Inhale. Exhale, close your legs, bend your knees, let your knees hang open. Inhale. Exhale, close your legs, straighten your legs, flex your feet, and open. Close your legs, bend your knees, and open for the last time. Inhale. Exhale, take your hands onto your ankles, bring your feet towards each other, and press the elbows into the thighs. No, thank you. Oh, that's so sweet. No, thank you. And then release that. Close the legs, straighten your legs, kick your feet. Flex your feet, keep that kick. Trying to take your toes up over towards your head. And then hold, you can hook your toes. You can grab onto the calves or the hamstrings. Inhale. As you exhale, take the legs out to the side. Press the hands on the inside, pushing the legs a little bit further down. And then come around the back side, pull your feet towards your head. Inhale. Exhale, close your legs, bend your knees. Set one foot down at a time. Lift your hips, remove the ball, roll your back down. Straighten your legs, assess the after. So as you pay attention to what that feels like before and after, and then hold yourself up. Place it under the shoulder blades. Opening up the heart. Arms come out to the side. And then wrap the arms across the chest. Give yourself a tight squeeze. Unwrap. Big circle. Wrap, left arm on top, tight squeeze. Unwrap. circle. Right arm on top. Loosening up through that shoulder joint. Unwrap. And as you come into that final circle, left arm on top. Unwrap. And circle. Now roll yourself up. As you roll yourself up, coming into a nice tall position. Oh, me too. Take the ball out of play. Turn to the front. That left foot comes in, right foot is out. Reach your left hand over towards the right, allowing these obliques to lengthen and stretch. With each exhale, can we get the chest to draw just a little closer to that leg? Yes, so true, Chelsea. And then rotate towards it. Inhale. As you exhale, push back into the hands. Take that left right leg all the way across. Very expensive, but good. Left arm across. Big twist. They think all the licking and itching is just like seasonal allergies. So, braces on beds. Yeah, me too. And with two of them, I think I was like, double ear infections for Grace. 1 year, they thought could turn into an ear infection, so they treated it. Go ahead and take that weight. You can hold it, or you can cradle it and hold with that elbow. But they're worth it. Big deep breath. As you exhale, extend that right leg. So when we extend this, you're pulling, you feel that retention, that reach, that holds, and then it stretches through the back of that left shoulder. Now send your right leg back. Turn, here you go, Chelsea. Turn towards your left. And crawl into pigeon. Now when you're in this position, take your thumbs and press in between your eyebrows. Kind of a meeting with the hands at that pressure point. You carry a lot of tension in that area, in that third eye. Inhale. As you exhale, push into your hands. Dig into your right toes. Draw the right knee up. Pull up onto that left foot. Lift up into crescent. Driving that hip forward, so the right hip is going forward, and then you take the left hand, gentle pull on the right. Open the arms, twist to the left. Now take your back arm, spin it. Open the arms, coming in into warrior two. Bend that left knee, pressing your hands away. In that same posture that we practice, where the things that don't serve us, we say no thank you to. Preserve the space close to your heart. Left arm comes down. Straighten that left leg. Bend your left knee, lift it back up into warrior two. Spin this right hand back into crescent. Your hands come down. Drop the right knee. Turn your left toes out. Draw down towards the mat. Big breath. As you exhale, push into your hands and take that left leg. Option to the glutes. Inhale. As you exhale, come back down. Now heel toe your foot back into pigeon. You can reach back, grab that right foot if you want. And then release, turn back to the front and switch the legs. So now that right foot is in, the left foot lengthens out. Take a second to move around, get comfortable in your hips, and then reach that right arm over and breathe. With each exhale, giving your body permission to let go. And rotate over. I know that's a sign of a good day, right, Lise? Inhale. Exhale, come up. Take that left foot and cross it. Get comfortable in that position. If it feels better to have your foot in front, just move to where you can get a good rotation, pressing your right hip towards the floor. As your body wants to come into itself, we're lifting up and out. So you're lifting your heart to those side walls. And then come back to center. Pick up that left foot. You can hold it, move it side to side. We do that while that leg can be free and just dead weight. You carry it with the upper body and then move it around in the hip a little bit. And you can cradle it all the way in that elbow. And then take that foot, reach it out and away. Inhale. As you exhale, take that left foot back behind you, rotate over towards the right so you can come into pigeon on the other side. And then as we come down, same thing, we take our thumbs, press into the area in between your eyebrows. Inhale. As you exhale, push into your hands. Press into that left foot, lift the left knee, pop up into your low lunge. In any of those movements, if there's a spot that you want to linger in, listen to what your body's telling you. Lift up, come into crescent. Pressing that left hip forward. The right hand pulls gently on the left wrist. And then open the arms and rotate over to the right. Take your back arm, spin it so you're back into that crescent lunge. Open the arms and twist into warrior two. Move around a little bit. Take your right hand down, left hand up. Straighten that right leg. Big breath. As you exhale, bend the front knee. Lift back up. Pushing away in that same posture. Now spin your left hand back into crescent. Sweep the arms around. Set that left knee down, flatten the foot, turn the right toes out, and then drop down. Big breath in. And then press back into the hands. Heel toe your right foot all the way across, back into pigeon. Option to go down, stay up, reach back. Release that back foot. Turn back to the front. Your right leg is on Baddha. Bring your left foot on top your way. So that can be in front, on top. Find the position that works for you. Move around a little bit in your hips. Lean forward. Big deep breath. As you exhale, come up, sit on your left hand. Right hand, gentle pull right above the ear. Inhale. As you exhale, come up. Take that left arm across the body. Full wrap if you want. Inhale. As you exhale, shake out the hands. Switch the leg that's on top. I'm going to leave mine just because she just got comfortable. So as you switch the leg that's on top, move around. Lean in. You can play with that range of motion laterally. Find where you're bound up, where you're a little tighter. And then sit on that right hand. Left hand, gentle pull right above the ear. Inhale. Exhale, come up, take that right arm, reach across. Yeah, isn't it? It is because, we take our breath for granted. It just does. It does its thing. Full rep if you want. But if you start, it's been a few years, probably when we were doing a breathing app in the garage. But I had taken a class and they were saying the amount of times per day we hold our breath. We know we do that in exercise, like unintentionally, but I was like, I don't think so. And if you start paying attention to it, your body goes into that quite frequently, where it pauses breathing and then resumes breathing and shake it out. And I can't remember the stats, but it was a lot. Now you're going to, for our final stretch, you're going to come onto your back. As you come onto your back, let's see, is that gonna work for you? Lift your knees, coming into tabletop there. Let the knees fall over to the right. Open the arms. You can use your right hand for a gentle pressure on that left thigh. Look over the left shoulder. Keep that stretch. Straighten your right leg. Big deep breath in. As you exhale, come center with both knees. Rock front to back, side to side a little bit. You can circle around the sacrum, around the tailbone, and then take the knees, let them fall over to the left. Arms come up, look over towards the right shoulder. Option to apply a little pressure with your left hand. Now straighten your left leg. Big deep breath in. As you exhale, bring both knees back to center. Tuck front to back, side to side. And roll it all the way up. As we roll up, yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point, Evie. Left foot is tucked in, right foot in front. We're going to do our quick foot circulation work. And then we're going to come back onto our back and do one more stretch for that spinal rotation. So with your foot, it's been a while. Pinch 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, all 5 toes. Pinch pretty firm if you can, and then as you're pinching, a little twist and pull. Working out any kinks in those toes. It would be great to spend more time on this. So again, you can take, even after we say goodbye, you can take some time to get your foot some attention. Now take your toes and spread front to back. And then out and in, open it. With the ones that you know have more trouble, spend more time there, trying to get that to open up. Now use your hand to feed in between the toes and bend and extend through the feet, through the toes, landing pad. Circle it. That lubricates your wrists as well. And reverse it. And then let that foot go, wiggle your toes. Yes, mine too. You know what I was noticing is if you press on the outside, that bone on the outside, so go to your pinky, and then you see the extension, that bone extension, protrusion, push just underneath it, and you can get the pinky will then like open back up, And so if you get a little bit more release through that area, I was noticing that that was helping the spacing between my pinky toe and the toe next to it. Pinch, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Do yours do the same, Shells? Because sometimes it's so bent in, it's like even when you're pulling it, it goes right back in. But when I was manipulating it the last couple weeks, oh, hey. Yes. Now do the splits this way. And then the splits this way. And then feed your fingers into the toes and take it front to back. Circle it. Reverse it. Oh, that's so good. And front to back. So good for us. It's hard to take the time. There's so many things pulling at our schedules. And then go ahead, release both feet, wiggle your toes. Again, see if just in this position you can spread and get a little bit more space in between your toes. And I've been barely working on what that manipulation we just stopped on, and I can get a little more mobility yesterday and today, I noticed. Now, you're going to lay on your back. I'm going to scooch probably a little bit off camera. And then in that, your left foot goes onto the right knee. Move around in that figure 4 stretch. You can continue to manipulate with your hands the ball of the foot, massage around where the metatarsal is attaching to that. And then take your left foot, connect it to the floor. Right hand feeds through. Left hand is up and out. Look over that left shoulder. Inhale. Now, as you come center, flip the foot. So now that right foot is on the left knee. Same thing. You can manipulate a little bit in that foot. Flex that right foot. Push the right knee out. And then set the right foot down. Reach the left hand through. Right arm comes up and out. Big breath. And bring it center. Tuck both knees in, lock it. And then roll yourself all the way up. Rotate over onto your hands and knees. Dip into your toes. Find your way into that small bowl. As you come into that, thinking about whatever stress you can let go of, whether that's physical, mental, emotional. Release what you don't need to carry. And then set your heels down. Achilles knee. Lift your tailbone. Shake your head no. Nod it yes. Let the weight of the head feel heavy. And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll up. Squeezing your glutes, engaging your abdominals, setting the shoulders down. Take a big deep breath in, arms up. And exhale. Happy Sunday, friends. Thank you so much for being here with me this morning. Hopefully that will work out any kinks that we may have put in there yesterday. And a little reset. It's so good, obviously, what we do for our body, but hopefully that reset mentally, we can ride that into the rest of this day and launch into our week in that. So taking the time to be present, pay attention to our breath. Oh, thanks, Lise. I only do it because you guys are here. So thank you so much for showing up. And moving in tomorrow, I know that we're doing an earlier time on Mondays moving forward. Oh, thanks, GA. But tomorrow I think I'm either going to have to scoot up earlier or do a rerun because Ben's pickup time is earlier. So I will probably, my goal will be to do like 3:20, and then whenever you can get to it would be great. And then at 4:20, I'll buzz to Love Good. So that's the plan. And then that's just tomorrow or potentially any Mondays through the summer that rides are a situation, but hopefully just tomorrow. And then it'll go back to 3:45 the following Monday. Was that 4th of July? No, it's the 3rd of July. So we're good. All right. I love you, friends. Have a great rest of the day, and I will see you tomorrow.